Hey, it's not nice to point. I'm sorry. But we started In the Soup Season 2 on Patreon. If you want to go watch it, you can go ahead and watch it. Okay? Alright, bye. A couple weeks ago, we learned what Sasaeng was. And we learned how wild they can be. And we know we don't bang with Sasaengs, okay? We don't bang with Sasaengs. So I found this video and it's called The Most Extreme Things Sasaeng Fans Did to BTS. I'm kind of scared of what's going to happen and I might get a little bit mad. So it is what it is. Let's get straight into it, man. Hope it's not that bad. I really hope it's not that bad. Because that's going to be hell. I really hope it's not that bad. All right, let's go. Korea pop.
The most extreme things Sasaeng fans ever did to BTS. BTS is a global phenomenon. Their rise to stardom is unlike anything we've seen before. Thanks to their songs and amazing personalities, the boys continue to gather more fame across the world.
Yeah.
But the bigger the band's fandom gets, the more problems it has. And for K-pop bands, their major problems are Sasaengs. So prepare yourself, because today we'd be looking at the most extreme things Sasaengs ever did to BTS. Don't get any ideas. But before we kick off, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, because we've got lots of exciting content coming soon.
Yeah, you hear that? If you enjoy, please leave a like down on the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on my post notifications, and tell your friends about me. Yeah, you heard Korea Pop, you heard them.
And we're sure you wouldn't want to miss any of them. Number 6, Sasaengs in the plane.
Holy
Anyone
fuck.
with decent exposure to K-pop must have come across the word Sasaeng. For those who don't know, Sasaengs are overly obsessed fans who've made it a habit of tormenting idols. It's no longer news that Sasaengs have abandoned their personal lives and instead dedicated themselves to harassing and invading the private lives of K-pop idols. Sasaengs obtain idols' data, phone numbers, addresses, and schedules and use these to stalk our idols. Speaking of stalking, Sasaengs have been known to follow idols practically everywhere. Some BTS Sasaengs even booked the same flight with BTS from South Korea to Taiwan, flooding the plane and depriving the boys of a much-needed opportunity.
Bro, that's so crazy. Like, imagine buying a plane ticket to somewhere and you probably don't even have a plane ticket back. Imagine buying a plane ticket just to be a dickhead. That's crazy.
To rest and relax. It has become such a negative trend that, for the band, planes and airports have become one of the scariest places for them. V during a V Live had opened up about the issue, telling fans that, you know how we get on planes by ourselves, we fly on a charter flight. We actually want to fly on a regular flight, but when we travel long distance or short distance, fans may know beforehand that we will be boarding and sit next to us or in front of us.
I have a question. Why don't they have private jets? You would think the biggest K-pop band in the world not have private jets, but everybody over here, you can be the most bubblingest of artists and you flying on a private jet. Why do they have I'm pretty sure they have a private jet. Or is that just like something that they don't want to do? Because what the hell? I don't.
There are those fans.
Can somebody let me know in the comments if they have private jets?
In those private spaces, we don't get to relax as much as we want to. So we were a bit.
Or is that what a charter flight is? I don't know a difference between a charter flight and a regular flight. I know commercial is what everybody else takes. But yeah, ew.
Uncomfortable. And to be frank with you, we don't want you to do that. It's really scary. What makes it really disturbing is the fact that these Sasaengs stalk the boys into an enclosed space at moments when they're very vulnerable with no opportunity to escape.
Yeah, like they're in the air.
There have also been several reports of Sasaengs going into the plane's toilet after Jimin had used it and proceeded to lick the toilet seat.
You a dirty bitch. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is a nasty still. But you a dirty bitch. I'm not gonna you nasty as fuck, bro. I really hope you got a really bad stomachache from doing that dumbass shit. You was a dirty motherfucker. And I'm not excusing my cursing for that, because you dirty as hell for that. You should be ashamed of yourself. I hope your tongue, never mind. You probably even wanted that. Never mind. I hope you get no satisfaction out of that. I really do. That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Now that's very disturbing.
It's fucking nasty.
But come to think of it, how does Sasaengs afford the money to keep up with the countless flights the boys take? Let us know in the comments. Number 5, Sasaengs flood airports.
Bro.
Getting on a plane filled with Sasaengs is no doubt
See, this is what I'm talking about, private jets, bro. Good
a
God.
nightmare for BTS. But stepping out of a plane to find a crowd of Sasaengs waiting for them at the airport is just absolute horror. The band's arrival at the Incheon airport in Taiwan for the SBS Super Concert in Taipei was the pure definition of chaos. Countless fans were at the airport waiting for the arrival of the boys, and when they finally arrived, fans went crazy, pushing and shoving their way forward just to catch a glimpse of the boys. The immense crowds at the Incheon airport forced BTS's security to literally force their way through, pushing aside Sasaengs who'd begun taking photos and videos without the permission of the boys, and stopping a lot of Sasaengs that had gone wild
he's
trying
pushing
to
the
touch,
shit out of her.
grab, and even hug the boys. Several Sasaengs had followed V and taken so many pictures that V finally had enough and pulled out his phone, which was on selfie mode by the way, to begin filming them. They immediately stopped and covered their faces in shame.
Yeah, you don't like that shit, do you? Yeah. Go shoo away, you fucking flies.
But it didn't end there, because even in the VIP section, fans surrounded the boys, taking pictures and videos. What makes this particularly worrying is the fact that back in the days, the Beatles had stopped touring because of how crazy their fans could get. But Taehyung didn't want it to get to that point, so he released a short message on Twitter. "I really don't want to see my fans fall down and get hurt. If you're stuck together too much, everyone will get hurt. Please." But his pleas fell on deaf ears, because it didn't take long for the boys to be rushed by Sasaengs trying to take pictures with their phones.
It's all fun and games till a nigga hit you in the fucking mouth. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's all fun and games till a nigga hit you, and then now it's a whole drama. Like, leave them niggas alone.
Thankfully, armies stepped up and decided to limit the number of fans at the airport.
Yeah.
And to effectively relieve the pressure at the airports, some fans stayed away from welcoming the boys, while those at the airport took to holding out purple ribbons, forming a protected pathway for the boys to peacefully
that's
walk
fire.
through.
That's fire.
Number 4. Pursued by Sasaengs. Big Hit discourages airport photos because they tend to encourage more fans to visit the airport, creating large, overexcited crowds that may endanger the band and their staff while breaching their privacy. But this hasn't stopped Sasaengs from chasing the boys, not just in airports, but wherever they find them. In May 2016, while BTS was on vacation in Sweden, Jin and Jungkook were chased by Sasaengs immediately after they came out of a cafe.
Holy
but this
shit,
wasn't
bro.
the only time the boys would be chased by Sasaengs, because one Sasaeng released a video where she personally chased a fleeing Sugar. Another Sasaeng was caught on video trying to grab and forcibly kiss Sugar. Speaking of chases, one that quickly comes to mind is V's situation at Gimpo Airport. V touched down at Seoul's Gimpo Airport after a short vacation with his friend Park Bo-gum at Jeju Island. But while leaving the airport, V was quickly spotted by Sasaengs and a chase began. V ran, pursued by screaming Sasaengs holding out their phones for videos. Luckily, he got into his manager's car. Still, the Sasaengs continued screaming as the vehicle drove off. Imagine what they'd have done if they'd caught up to V. Number 3.
Get hit, goddammit.
Accident in Taiwan.
Hold on. There's no way somebody caused an accident just to see BTS. Hold on.
BTS's stay in Taiwan, where the chaos unleashed inside the airport was only the beginning, because Sasaengs followed the boys back to their hotel rooms immediately after the concert was completed. The BTS crew drove back to their hotel in 7 vehicles, followed by several Sasaengs in taxis. The Sasaengs trailed the boys until 4 of their taxis ran into 3 of the vehicles carrying the BTS crew.
I'm not somebody that promotes violence, but these motherfuckers need to get this shit hit. They need to get their shit rocked. Bruh, do y'all not understand how dangerous cars are? I'm pretty sure they do understand, because they ramming themselves into them. That shit's not cool, man.
Although it still remains unclear which members of the band were affected by the accident, we're glad no one was hurt and extra vehicles were quickly provided to carry the boys back to their hotel. And yes, real armies were worried and expressed their concern on social media.
What the hell, bro?
Without a doubt, BTS's stay in Taiwan must have been really difficult for them. Number 2. Sasaeng in a deserted island. From our previous video, 10 Things You Didn't Know About Jin, we learned that the idol had pursued his passion for acting after watching Kim Nam-gil's Queen Sondok. So it didn't surprise us to learn that the idol had left his long overdue vacation to film Laws of the Jungle in Kota Manado, Indonesia. And this is where it gets concerning, because the moment Sasaengs learned that the idol would be filming in the jungle, they quickly hired boats and made their way to the island to watch Jin while filming. It's practically impossible to stop Sasaengs from following BTS wherever they go, even if it meant going to a deserted island. Number 1. Cut for Jungkook. The The boys have had to endure a lot of emotional and even physical torture from Sasaengs. In 2015,
that's probably why Jungkook took boxing lessons. Yeah, I need to relax. Gonna get your ass rocked. That's what you gonna do.
when BTS visited Indonesia, on arrival at the airport, the boys were constantly touched and grabbed by Sasaeng fans. It did appear that Jungkook was grabbed the most, being that he was almost surrounded by Sasaengs. It's strange that these Sasaengs don't realize that idols are human beings and not their property.
Bro, ew.
And speaking of property, Sasaengs felt so entitled to BTS that when a rumor was started that Jungkook was in a relationship, obsessed Sasaeng fans started harming themselves by cutting their wrists. Their wrist cutting sparked a trend on Twitter, Instagram, and other social media platforms with the hashtags #CutForCookie and #CutForJungkook. Sasaengs, feeling betrayed, trended these hashtags hoping that Jungkook would end the relationship when he saw that they disapproved of his relationship and, by extension, his happiness. Which makes us wonder, when Jungkook finally gets married, do you think these Sasaengs would trend the hashtag #DieForJungkook? Now, when it comes to things Sasaengs have done to BTS, we've only scratched the tip of the iceberg, so stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.
I kind of don't want to learn more because this honestly is already nasty. First of all, I'm still stuck on the niggas licking the toilet seat. Like you just don't care. You just want to crash out, huh? You just want to crash out, huh? Imagine you die from doing some dumb shit like that, and you got to talk to God or whoever your God is, and just be like, he asks you why you do that. I mean, hey, I like gymming. Like what? What? Some people be weird, bro. Some people be fucking weird. That's disgusting. What's some Sasaeng stories that y'all know? I know there was something that happened with Tay recently, but oh my god, these niggas be weird. It's like you literally have to walk around with a fucking sniper rifle to shoot these niggas off. And I don't mean like actually killing people, but like with a BB gun. Cause go away. Good God, that's ew.